Hi, it's Rob. I'm back with the third part of my video series where I show how this course I brought shows you how to go from 0 to 100,000 on X in 65 days. It's created by this guy. Strongly recommend following him. It's actually him. And this is the course. It's brilliant. Highly recommended. However, I'm inherently lazy and it was... I just found it quite copy and pasty, and so I wanted to create an automation or an automated system. So I'm using Airtable and Make.com and various AI tools to automate the process, to take that course and improve on it, and so that I can scientifically improve my prompts because they're in a database. It makes it much easier. Pull the tracking and analytics back from the traffic from the platform X. LinkedIn, whatever the platform is, and use that to scientifically have a control piece and test piece that you try different tests until the test gets better than the control, and then that test becomes the new control, and then that way I can look at what's rubbish, what's good, do more of what's good, less of what's rubbish. So, talking too much already. So I've done a couple of videos already that showed how I created these 5 tables, that I got a spec that I went through. So just to quickly recap, I've got a content brief table, which came out of that course. So it just says who I am. I'm an AI expert who helps solopreneurs automate more for less with AI. And it goes into a bit about my past and the books that I've written and stuff. And it tells you about my audience are solopreneurs, individuals who run their own company, usually without staff. And it talks about what their hopes and fears and struggles and desires are. And so again, that all came from the course. And I've just embellished it slightly. And then this is stuff that I've added now. So my branding guidelines, write with British English spelling. Use the style of Rob Keys from the Do Books of His you have in your vector store. So again, what I've done slightly differently, I've created a ChatGPT assistant and uploaded the content of my books and various other stuff I've written into it so it can learn exactly what my writing style is, and also use the content from those books to generate the posts that it's going to create. So I've got prompts, so you can see here how the prompts are formed. So this, for instance, always gets changed by however many I want to create. The context is what you just saw. And the make automation takes all these things from the database, builds them into a manageable prompt each time. And so that's why it's so good, and it's going to create consistent results. Hopefully consistently good, not consistently bad. So then I've got, at the moment, just while I've been developing this, I've created 85 content pieces, so posts basically, that I've rejected all of them. I've got a couple of different content seeds. So the seed is either my ChatGPT for business, and that is here, so that's the content source. So it just tells ChatGPT to use that book, which is uploaded into its memory, my ChatGPT assistant, or the other book, or just to do its own thing, but I haven't done that yet. And so for today, I'm going to generate this number, so it could be 5 or whatever, but yeah, I'm happy with 8. We're going to do 8 content pieces, and then I'm just going to hit generate on that and keep blabbing while that's doing that, so we can go to content piece. And as I say, so there's 84 all rejected. We'll see new ones start to come in here as the automation runs, and we can see here that it is back here, it's currently running. No, it's not. Well, it is, but there you go. So you can see that's just popped in to say it's running. So we'll start to see things coming in here. While it's running, I'll just go over what we're going to do in this video. So I usually like to, when something's moderately complicated, then I'll create a spec or a swim lane diagram or something. So We're going to create a Gantt view for the content piece table, manually inspect all new content that's coming in, so we can either edit the content, regenerate the image, or just reject it if it's just too bad, so that we can learn from the ones we reject as well and improve the prompts to create less of those. But I would never automatically post something with my name written by AI. It's madness to do so. And so then we're going to create an automation in Make that would run every few hours, find records that are ready to post them to LinkedIn, get the LinkedIn ID so that we can track so that we can use that to track the analytics in LinkedIn with what post prompt source is used to generate that post, so we can improve those, as I said earlier. So then we'll set the status to posted back in the Airtable. Then I'll show you the post in LinkedIn, and I'll show you the record in Airtable. So what am I doing in what order? Create ready to post view in Airtable, and so I'm going to Airtable, and here we go. There's 4. It's created 4 whilst I've been yabbing. Streamline and excel with AI. Champion your daily tasks. Actually, I'll come on to the. Just going to delete these. So we can look at the image it's created as well. It's pretty cool. It's not too bad. So we're going to create firstly a new Kanban. You'll see what that is in a set. So Kanban, this is going to be new posts. And this is what we're going to use. We're going to use the status field for the swim lanes. We'll say done. And so we can see here the new posts that are coming in, and then the 83 rejected posts. I'm just going to add a bit more details to this tile, or card as they call it. I'm going to add the title that's created. I can add a regen button there to regenerate the image, and I'm going to add the sort order. And then I'm going to filter this so that I don't actually want to see the rejected ones on here. I just want to see the new ones and the ready to post ones. So I'm going to creating a filter. Status is new, or status is ready to post. We'll worry about sorting the rejected ones out later. So let's have a look at this one. Streamline and excel with AI. So I can now go in, if I don't like this, champion your daily business tasks by leveraging ChatGPT to automate. It's a bit bland, but anyway, I'm not after perfection now. I'm after movement and just getting stuff out there, seeing if anything does get, does get some sort of traction. Then I can improve it and perfect it as I go. Look at the next one. So actually I'm just going to say this one, great, that's ready to post. I just drag it to the ready to post. Gives us the next one here. Transform your customer support with AI powered chatbots. Bid farewell. That's the sort of slightly cheesy stuff. So I could say goodbye to missed queries or delayed responses. It's okay. Not sure about that image. Right, I'm going to change the image on that one. So I'm going to say regen. I showed how this works in my previous post. I'm going to close that. I'm going to hope that gives us a slightly better image. Empower your business with AI training. Future-proof your workforce by embracing AI. Provide training and prompt. It's actually not a bad one. But help them soar up the career ladder. That's typical AI speak. I've tried to get it to cut that out. So here's that new image. It's the same. So use the same prompt. So yeah, interestingly in here I've got the prompt. And it's very, very clear about what it wants. I've specifically told it to use the because AI has biases. Then I've told it 50% of the time to use men, 50% women, and whatever percentage of the ethnic breakdown. Be clear about what type of colour person. I'm personally colourblind, not physically colourblind, and colourblind in people as well. So I'm going to say that one's ready to post as well. And that one was pretty good. So shoved all those 3 over there. So we've still got 5 in the new, 5 in the ready to post. I'm now going to I need to create a view called ready to post, because then I can query that from make.com. So I create a new grid view, and I'm going to call this, ready to post. And I'm going to create that and add a filter, which strangely enough is status is ready to post, and it should give us 3 records. It does. Wonderful. Hurrah. Now I'm going to go into make.com. It'll run on a 4-hour timer, so it'll do 66 posts a day. I'm going to call it 99 LinkedIn posts. There's going to be a router to start off with, which searches to see if there's anything to post, and there's a thing called number of bundles that gets returned by the module. I'm going to get the file from the URL, post it to LinkedIn, update the record. Cool bananas. Create a new scenario. And I like to be, because you can end up with so many of these automations. It's good to sort of have number prefixes of maybe the order they run in, and a descriptive name to group things together, put them in folders, stops you getting lost. So we're going to add an Airtable. This is going to be a search records. You'll see why we created that view just now. I've gone over how to attach Airtable in previous videos. So it's the content piece table. It's going to be the ready to post view. It's going to output all fields. And it's going to limit it. We only want to post 1 at a time. And there's a sort order. I don't think I showed you that, but we can prioritize which record it posts first by changing the sort order in where I was showing you that we were editing the text or rejecting things. Now we're going to add a router. A router is what decides which flow to take. So it's going to say only continue if we've found a record. So this would be here. We're going to call it found a post to post, and the condition is going to be. Oh, actually, what I'll do first. I'm just going to delete that, because it makes it much easier, and that makes it much easier if you run this and then it loads it with data so we can see what it's got from the database. So now when I add the router, we're looking for found a post. And the condition is going to be here, bundles, total number of bundles. So that's the total number of records. So if it doesn't find any records, there's nothing ready to post. And here we're going to use a numeric operator equal to 1. Okay. And here we're going to say this is nothing to post. And it will just stop there if there's nothing to post. So again, it's going to be total number of bundles. We're going to find a numeric for less than 1. I don't know whether it has 0, but I'm just going to say less than 1. Okay, so we go back to here. So now the first thing we need to do is get the image from the URL. So I'm going to add an HTTP get a file, which will be the URL, which is here. You can see how that got written to the database if you go and look at the previous videos. We're now ready to post that to LinkedIn, so we're going to go to LinkedIn, make a post. Oh, I can't find it. Let's click on that. Create a user image post. Great, it's got the file from there. It already knows that. Title is going to be title. Alt text of the image. This is the hover over text. That will be the title as well. Content is going to be title, blank line, then the caption. Okay, that. I just want to see that this actually runs, so I'm going to save it. I'm going to run it once. Actually, first, before we do that, we'll go to my LinkedIn, which is absolutely disgusting. Need to improve this, but if we go here, go down to my posts. So I posted over a month ago. It's the last time I've done anything. This will be interesting as well. I'm going to start using this every day from today, which is Saturday. What are we, the 14th, I think? 14th of September. So we'll see what this does. 2,921 followers at the moment. We'll show all posts. So, that was one that I did as a test before. I don't know why that's showing there. Shouldn't have been there. And we're going to run this now. It should post the first thing it finds that's ready to post in LinkedIn. It looks like it has done. If I refresh. This is LinkedIn's problem, not mine, I'm sure. There we go. Power your business with AI training. That was one of the ones, if you remember, that we did. Look, there you go. Future-proof your workforce. I like that. It's pretty slick. I'm just going to delete this for now because we're going to repost it, because what I want to do is write the information back to the database. If we go back to our spec, we're going to update platform ID to LinkedIn. We're going to update, the ID in the table to the LinkedIn post ID so that we can use that to check the analytics in future. Back to make. Add an Airtable, update record. Updates the record. It's going to be the content seed table. We're going to update that record that we just posted. Table, content piece table even. Record ID is going back to here. This is the ID. So the status, we're not going to map it. We're going to choose posted. Don't need to change any of those. Posted time, it's going to be use a date time function now. Platform ID is going to be here, post ID. This is the unique post ID that's returned by LinkedIn, and I've got a note here. So this will be the unique URL, so we can click on it. This is the prefix of the URL that then needs the post ID. And that will then go to that record when we click on it. Anything else? No. Okay. Save. Test it again. So what's going to happen now is that this view here will have lost that record. So firstly, give this a go. Right, that's now posted again. And when we go back to Airtable, there's only 2 records in here, but if we look at all of the records, we'll see one of them says it's posted there, which was future-proof your workforce. And when we scroll along, it actually shows us that it was posted, and it gives us that URL that I was just building that I can click on in here, and it will go straight to that post. Pretty damn slick. Well happy with that. So I now go, thank you very much, mate. That is perfect. I'm going to schedule this to run I want it to run every 4 hours. So I'm just going to fill up with posts, and then it will give me the chance to, so it's 240 minutes. Then I can add my own personal stuff in between that, which is sort of me recording videos and stuff. I'm going to turn this automation on. That is now live. Save it. And that's it. So the next bit of this, I'm going to add 2 or 3 more LinkedIn prompts, and then I'm going to start doing this for X as well. So that's it. Thank you. Hopefully that's useful to you, and you can see whether this works or not live.